Hello everyone! Welcome back again to my YouTube channel, Explore with Floor, and this is our last hours.
Last couple hours
last
here
couple
in El
hours
Nido.
here. So for today's video, Dennis talk about 5 things about Filipino. So what
Yeah,
it is?
so we thought we would do something a little different, and I came up with 5 things that I find to be different from what I'm used to back in USA to the Philippines. So we've seen videos similar to this before. I'm sure some people have even talked about a lot of these before. I'm just giving my own personal opinion. This is not mean to offend anyone. I like to say that too. Back home or here, this is just an opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. One of the biggest things that I really do see a huge difference in is traffic. Yeah. Now, I guess back home, New York City, Manhattan maybe, or parts of Los Angeles, I hear about the JFX is super packed all the times. And if you live in or around the city at rush hour, you would experience this. But in the Philippines, especially Manila, mainly Manila, rush hour is almost 24 hours of the day in certain parts. If you've never experienced it, this is my opinion.
Okay.
If you've never experienced it before, Manila traffic is quite intense. What would be maybe 3 to 5 miles could take you. It could take in the Philippines on good travel, no traffic whatsoever, might take you 15 minutes, 25 minutes, because it's still a lot of stop go, because if you take a jeepney or something like that. But when they're busy traffic, which is most of the day, yeah, that same ride could take you almost 2 hours, sometimes almost 3. When you used to go to work, how many, was it like 7 kilometers or something like that? It wasn't far, right?
It wasn't far, but if not traffic, maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But if traffic, it's an hour.
It's crazy how it is. Traffic is really bad. And I mentioned how these jeepneys, you actually, for the most part, ride in jeepneys, or you can take a Lyft or Grab, right?
Yeah, Grab.
Grab, they don't have Lyft, they have Grab.
Yeah, I know.
You could do that also. You could do a van, you could do a bus, or you can even ride on the back of somebody's motorcycle. But the cheapest way to go would probably be a jeepney. And any of you don't know what they are, they're like these minivans that are small. They consider them small buses. They are really small. I'm 5'10", and I have a hard time getting in these things. They're not easy. Walk in, you're ducked down, and
That's a Filipino size.
but yeah, traffic is pretty bad, and that leads me into my next one. The reason why traffic is so bad is there are so many motorcycles and scooters on the road, like more than you'll ever imagine. And the reason traffic is so bad is the rules on the road kind of are not rules on the road. Motorcycles pretty much run the roads. They do what they want. They weave in and out of traffic. It's their right, I guess, when they're driving. That's what they
It's
think.
right.
They will cut you off. They will go right in front of you. There might only be 4 feet between you and the next car because there's so much traffic. They'll pull right in there, and you're expected to wait and let them go. When there's lanes of cars, they'll drive right through. And when you get to the front, if they're actually a traffic light, when you get to the front, sometimes you'll see 50, 60 scooters and motorcycles up front, and all the car, and you'll still see more scooters and motorcycles kind of weaving their way right in through. Creates a heck of a traffic jam. But even when you go to the islands, scooters and motorcycles are by far the #1 way of transportation. If I lived in the city, which I don't want to live in Manila, I like it there, but I don't want to live there. But if I lived there, I would 100% have to have a motorcycle or a scooter.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. There's no way I could just drive a car there. It's just scooters. I'd be one of the same people. I would be weaving in and out and just going. So that would be my second biggest thing, would be the scooters.
Yeah, but for me, it's more safe if you use car instead of scooter in Manila.
It is.
Yes, scooter is prone on accident.
That's because they rule the roads. They think they do. They cut people off, and sometimes it doesn't work out so well for them, and it causes accidents. But shockingly, you don't see too many accidents. Very shocking. For all the traffic, you don't see too many. But usually if there is one, there's a motorcycle or a scooter involved with some other kind of vehicle. It's usually not two motorcycles or two scooters. It's usually scooter, motorcycle, car, truck, something like that. But yeah, so that's my number 2. Number 3, security guards and police officers, like all that kind of stuff like that, kind of rolled into one. Here, especially in Manila, mainly, they are everywhere. Security guards are everywhere. All hotels have them. All banks have them. Convenience stores have them. Like even 7-Elevens have them. Not obviously, banks have them. But you see malls have them. Like, and the thing what's even more shocking is, I would say a majority of them have shotguns around their necks, just hanging there. You'll see them on the side of the roads, and I guess helping with traffic or something like that. And they got shotguns just right there, like mini shotguns around their necks. Some of them have handguns. When you go to banks, there's 3, 4 on almost every single bank. You have security guards and police officers to even get into the bank. You have to go through them first. And they basically ask you what your purpose of being here is for. When you go in the malls, they check everything. They check your purse. They check your bags. I mean, security is crazy here. Now, you don't see as many on the islands, I don't think, but they're still there. And you still do see them, just not as many. But in the city, Cebu, I saw a lot.
Yes,
but that's Cebu City.
Because it's a city.
Yeah. But Manila is where you see it. I mean, I'm telling you, it's such an obvious difference. Back home, we don't have security guards like that. Like even banks, most banks do not have a cop or a security guard at the bank at all. Whereas here, they got 3 or 4. And I'm telling you, they are, if you've never been to the Philippines, you'll see it when you get here. Security guards are everywhere. All right, so number 4, this will be a little different, so it's different from there, is taboo. In America, you probably have no idea what taboo means. So taboo, you want to explain it? I can explain it. You want to go ahead and explain it?
I don't know what it...
So basically taboo is a little hand bucket. So it's about this big, about that round with a handle, and it is in 100% of the bathrooms here. Taboo! You could have a shower, there's taboo. Somewhere in the bathroom, there's going to be taboo. If there's no shower, there's taboo. And also with that taboo will be a bucket that's bigger. So Filipinos are very used to using taboo to take baths and showers. They don't actually take a bath because they don't have a tub. But it's not technically a shower because there's no shower faucet. But they have no problem with bathing or showering using a bucket and a pail, and you basically just dip it and dump it over you. They also use them when they're going to the bathroom. That helps to clean. But in America, I was telling her earlier, we will not see that anywhere. You'll never see taboo. Unless you go to a Filipino house or, I guess, restaurant or some sort. You typically do not see taboo anywhere. But yeah, like I said, that's a big difference. I mean, I've showered with it many times. I have no problem with it. It's convenient at times. But yeah, you won't see that anywhere else but here. And then number 5. I saved this to last because I've said this many times. I think Filipinos in general are sobrang mabait. That's Filipino, which means so kind, so generous. Typically always in a good mood, no matter what's going on in life. They're always grateful, they're always thankful, they're always thanking everyone for everything. Even if they don't have a lot in life, which means possessions. Like in America, we seem to have a ton of possessions of just stuff. Here, that's not normal. And they're just always thankful, but kind, no matter where you go. See, look at us. Kind. I don't know why. I was a pet there for a minute.
Oh, wait.
But no, super, super, super kind, smiling all the time. I mean, wherever you go, that's all you see. Like,
hi, sir.
Yeah,
hi,
hi, sir. Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga, kuya. Like, magandang umaga, kano.
Hey Joe.
Hey Joe. But seriously, they're always saying. I like to share the story. Back in 2019, we were leaving your house,
Yep.
and there was a group right next to her house. I don't know, 12 people-ish, 15. And I'm making this day up. It was like a Tuesday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. I don't know, 4 o'clock. But they were all drinking, or not all, but most of them were drinking, and they were drinking Red Horse. And as we were walking by, like, I think you knew of,
Yes,
but didn't know.
I know them.
Okay. And they, all of a sudden, hey Joe, hey Joe, hey Joe. And I'm like, oh, hi. They're like, yeah, come here. They're like, Tagay. I'm like, huh? They're like, Tagay. What that means is, here, drink. It's like cheers.
Cheers.
And I'm like, no, I'm okay. Hindi, I'm okay. That's fine. No, you drink. I'm like, no, I'm good. No. And they poured it. And, here, Tagay. And I'm like, okay. So I drank it. They wanted to fill up. No, I'm like, no, I'm good. Okay, I've shared this story here a lot. In America, that does not happen. Like, even with my friends, we don't just see a random person walking by and like, hey, come here. Here, drink. Like, it just doesn't happen. Whereas here, I've been offered drinks many times. Remember when we were in Rumblin? What's the one beach called again? Right beside Bon Bon.
Tiamban.
Tiamban.
This one group.
Yeah, there's a group there.
Yeah.
And I walked by, and I think I may have said Tagay or something like that, or
Yep.
I might have said something because I saw they were drinking and eating or something like that. And they're like, no, come here, here, you, drink. I'm like, no, I'm okay.
And they
no.
also offered
Welcome.
foods.
Oh, they offered us food. Like, once again, that typically doesn't happen in America. So in general, Filipinos are so kind, and it makes you want to keep coming back over and over again. Occasionally, you run into a Buang Filipina. No, that's just crazy Filipina. No, just extremely kind, extremely generous, and willing to do anything to make your experience better. And you get that everywhere you go here. So there's my 5 things that I think are really different between USA and here in the Philippines. Hope you enjoyed watching. Hope I didn't bore you too much. And don't get offended on my opinion, especially back home. I'm not saying there's no one nice. I didn't say that. I'm just saying I feel like they're even more
what you
nice.
feel here in Philippines.
Yeah, I feel like they're so much even nicer here in the Philippines. And of course, you get this for backdrops. It's just beautiful here.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you like this video here on Floor's channel. Please help subscribe.
Yes, guys, please.
Watch, thumbs up on the videos. Share the videos. It helps her out too. Spread the word. Get more people to like and subscribe to her channel. And keep supporting her.
Thank you, everyone.